Thank you for joining me, Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist. Here I am. Let's get this down a bit. Talking to you today about how to handle people who try and drag you down. They try. Let's just get clear on it. They try. Oh, and I've had many people over the years who have tried. Some have worked and some haven't. Some we've gone to court for. It's quite a head explosion when we think about it. So thanks for joining me here today. I would love to know if you're here live or if you're here on a replay. Yeah, and I've got my screen so I can actually see some comments now if you do drop a comment in there. So thank you. I would like to start with, actually, grab a note-taking device. Grab something that's going to resonate with you to start jotting notes down, because I'm definitely going to fire them at you. When I even put this together and I spoke to a couple of my friends and colleagues, they were like, oh, this is going to be, get diversion here, this is going to be a real tough one, because this happens to everybody, right from school, right to an old age, even old people. I'm not going to say old people. People who try and drag you down. So we all have them. And when I think about it, I started making a list and I talked about partners. And when I talked about partners, it's your current partner or an ex-partner, and even ex-partners people. Ex-partners people, that's always a goodie when they try and drag you down and talk about you, and then you don't even know them. The other thing is friends. Friends can actually try and drag you down. And I say the word try because it's up to you if you're going to let them drag you down or not. Family. Now, we have this belief that we grow up that a family's going to be loyal to us, they're going to be with us forever, and they're going to be nice all the way through. But no, family are there just as much as friends, colleagues, anything else, to actually wake you up to what they can see. One of my favorite people who try and drag us down are actually complete strangers. And you're like, what? And you literally have a whole conversation with someone. You're like, where does that come from? Where in the world does that actually come from that you're even thinking like that? I was at the mechanics recently and they literally tried to drag me down for being all these things. Now, clearly I'm a blonde. Clearly I'm a girl. Yep, I'm a girl. So they literally said, you can't have that car. You don't know what you're doing. You're a blonde, you're a female. And I was like, whoa, okay, that's great. I love that you think you're going to work having this conversation with me. Just complete people who just think they have this level of, and I'm going to say the level of entitlement, that they think they can actually talk to you like that. Now, that's because you've dropped the ball somewhere and you've shown a level of uncertainty. A little bit of uncertainty that people can just dig right in there. So as I'm saying this, I want you to think about those people who have actually dragged you down. And because we're going to go there, I'm going to give you some tips and I want you to start thinking about this. I will mention mentors, because sometimes it's actually a bit of a hairy one, because mentors you can perceive that they're going to try and drag you down, but actually they could be doing it from a different way. So it's a hairy one. Let's put it that way. It's definitely a hairy one. So they are doing it for a purpose of something. And they might have a point. It depends if they send from their heart or if they send from their head, which is also ego. So let's crack on to this. One moment, one sec. Excuse me if you heard that. I apologise. I try and muted that. So step one. I say this all the time. Seen, heard, acknowledged. Seen, heard, acknowledged. We all want to be seen. We all want to be heard, and we all want to be acknowledged. Like, that's really clear on who we are. Seen, heard, and acknowledged. So when people are trying to drag you down, they just want to be seen, heard, and acknowledged. That's all there really is. Just, that's down here. That's it. Seen, heard, and acknowledged. You don't have to agree with them. You don't have to, you don't have to agree with them. You just have to see them, hear them, acknowledge them. If you don't see, hear, and acknowledge, they're going to level it up, and they're going to level up, and they're going to level it. And that's the same for you. If you're not seen, heard, and acknowledged, you level your stuff up, whatever it is, until they can see, hear, and acknowledge you. The other one is, one of my favorites, it's in my little drawer there, is don't take anything personally. And this is from the 4 agreements, which I talk often about from Don, is you actually don't know what they're dealing with. And if people react to you, or if people throw stuff at you, or whatever they're doing, this is actually all their stuff. This is all their stuff. This is not your stuff. If they're throwing that at you, this is actually their stuff, how they throw it at you. So don't take anything personally. This is all from their past experiences, their past stories that are going through in their mind. What you can do is you can look at how you're going to react. How you're going to react when they try and drag you down. And the word is try, because it's all about that. They're trying to drag you down. So when we think of that, there's a few things from that is don't try and talk over them. If someone's having a conversation with you or a spiel or shout or anything like that, like, don't try and talk over them, because the moment they're at this level and you actually have to go above that level, and then what do? They go above that level until you've got to a point where you're actually physically shouting, which then turns to another experience on its own. So don't try and over talk people. Don't raise your voice and don't lose your shite. That's it. When you try and over talk people, you're going to raise your voice and you're going to lose your thing, and you're going to be seen as emotional, chaotic, mentally deranged, all those little things. That's what's going to happen to you. So just don't try and over talk them. When they're having their conversation with you, and I'm labeling a conversation, it's wise for you to look at what is your desire or your outcome. Because if you don't know, how will they know what you're going to ask for? You might ask for $50. They might be asking for $1,000. Like, you really don't know. So what is the desire of your outcome? You must get clear on your outcome, not their outcome. What is your desire of their outcome? Because you're going to be flexible, obviously, for the conversation or negotiation, whatever you want to call it. So you've got to get clear. It's wise to get clear on what is the desire of your outcome. When you know your desire, you're going to speak from here. You're going to literally speak from the heart, not the head, because you know that. You're going to transfer that into the heart, and you're going to speak from the heart. Now, if people decide to overtalk you or shout at you or anything like this, you can say this little sentence, and it's just going to be a beautiful sentence that literally shuts it down, or it could shut down. I will listen to you when I've finished. I will listen to you when I've finished. Don't say, I'm still talking, I listen to you, or I'm still talking, you're not listening to me, or be quiet, I haven't finished yet, da, da, da. You literally say, I will listen to you when I've finished. They will hear that, and their reaction to that will be how you've actually said it to them. If you've spoken from the heart and said, I'll listen to you when I've finished, and then you carry on, they're going to hear it. But if you go, I will listen to you, oh, that was a bit of a screechy one. I will listen to you when I've finished. I'm not going to shout like that, because the poor dogs will be going, what the heck's going on in there? And you're shouting that back at them. That's not speak from the heart. That's going to speak from head, ego, and you're going to get a very different outcome. So when you speak from the heart, I'll listen to you when I've finished. It's as simple as that. It just shuts it down. And then you can actually carry on. Now, one of the key things that I've been told about my Facebook Live, my videos here, is slow down your words. And I don't think I'm the worst out there, but I definitely know that, because I can feel myself going like this. So the key is to slow down your words. So don't rush it. Don't rush your sentence. Don't rush your words. Even if you feel they're putting pressure on you to finish, don't stop talking. Keep the flow going. Keep clear and precise, remembering what your outcome is you're going to say. And when you're slowing down your words and you're having that conversation from the heart, don't put emotion into it. No point saying, well, you did this to me and I felt hurt. Like, none of that. You're not going to get a resolution. Like, they may not even care what you're feeling. They might be satisfied that you're hurt. Like, just keep those emotions out of it. So slow down your words, be clear and precise. Don't stop talking. Don't stop that whole process, because the moment you stop, they're going to jump in. So just slow down your words, be clear and precise about what you're saying, and don't rush it. The other thing I'm going to say is walk away. And this is also boundaries that we talk about, boundaries you've got here. So you can say no. And when I say walk away, don't just say turn up and walk away, like, because that's clearly going to cause a little bit of problem. So you can say something like, this isn't a good time for me to talk. Can we reconvene at 2 o'clock today? Or this isn't a good time for me to talk. Can we catch up later? Whatever it is. By saying this isn't a good time for me to talk is actually a wise one, because you just said, I'm putting my boundaries in place. I'm just saying I can't talk right now because I've got something going on. You know when you have those sales calls that ring you, or the whatever you call them, those marketing calls, and they ask you literally at that time, and you're cooking dinner and you've got 10 kids, and everybody's, it's all go, they go, is this a good time? Because they want to have your presence and seen, heard, and acknowledged. They're going for that. So if it's not a good time, which it isn't because you're getting emotional, say it. This isn't a good time for me to talk. Or you can say, as I said, and if they carry on, you can say, as I said, I can't talk right now. I'll contact you when I can. Because you've said, can we reconvene at 2 o'clock? They're still going, but I need to do this, and go, as I said, I can't talk right now. I'll contact you when I can. Or I'll talk to you after 2. Be careful of your physical things. So you go, as I said, I can't talk right now. Now, what do you think they're going to do? You're going in for the punch, the reaction, the back away, all that. That's not from these actions are not from the heart. They're from here. And you will not get a resolution when you're sitting in this time. So this isn't a good time for me. This isn't a good time for me to talk. Can we catch up at 2 o'clock? Or can we catch up at 3 o'clock? And they go, no, that doesn't work for me because I've got this. Okay. As I said, I can't talk right now. I'll contact you later and we can set up a time. I'll contact you when I can. I'll contact you when tomorrow. I'll contact, like, you're just pretty much putting up that bubble around you that you can carry on and walk away. That's all you're doing. So the other thing is, the other word I'm going to put up here is called a tribe. And a tribe is really important. Well, I just lost everybody then. A tribe is really important. And a tribe is another way of saying, who have you got around you? So it's wise to be around people who are real to you. Now, you may have people who just rave about you and say amazing things, and you're this, and this, and like, that's great. That's your tribe. But they're actually not. You want people who are authentic, people who can call it how they see it. You don't have to agree with it. You literally don't have to agree with it. But they call it, they call you on how they see it. But you can listen and you can feel that experience. And that's the key thing. Seen, heard, and acknowledged. Here we go. Seen, heard, and acknowledged. The old standard saying. Listen and feel the experience. Don't just boo-hoo it off. So be around with those people who actually light you up, that you want to be around, but those ones who are authentic enough to call you on your stuff. You don't want people to say, you're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing. Oh my God, look, because you're going to start going, hey, look at me. I'm amazing. Look at me on social media. I've got this and I've got this and look at me and blah, la, 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 la. And we don't want anyone swinging their energy around. Okay. If it doesn't work, if they're trying to drag you down, you actually don't need to defend or take them down. And I'm saying that because people go, right, I'm going to get them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to whatever, like, forget it. Let them be. People will find out who they are in real time when it's time for whatever. The higher powers will get them in their own way. Now, that's called karma, whatever you want to call it. So I just have trust that this is not mine to fight. This is not my monkey circus, that whole saying, whatever it is. So you don't need to defend your actions and you don't need to take them down. So you don't need to actually go, I'm sorry you feel this way. Like, no, you're not. You're probably not even sorry, but you're feeling like you have to say that stuff. I'm sorry you're experiencing this. Like, don't even drop the BS into that because people can read through this. So don't go defending yourself. When people try and drag, and people go, oh, Deborah, did you know she does this, this, and this? And did you know that Deborah does this, this, and this? Oh, what? So-and-so said that you do this, this, and this. And you're like, oh, okay, all right. Well, they're on their own journey. I'm on mine. That's it. That's literally one of my favorite sayings when people say, did you know so-and-so said you do this? Oh, they're so adorable. Wow, that's interesting. They're still talking about me after all this time. They're on their journey. I'm on mine. And that person who's come to you with that gossip or whatever, or they pass it to you, they're left with, oh, okay, so that's it. End of conversation. So let them be. Don't go out for war. Like this whole court case, I've been through court cases where people have said things about me and I've had to defend my honor. And it was a real icky, yucky, bloomin' time. And I was 19 or 20 going through that. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I had no idea. But at the end of the day, you don't need to defend yourself and don't need to take them down, because I say the higher powers, the universe, whatever it is, I truly believe, and hand on heart, I say this often, the greatest form of revenge is success. The greatest form of revenge is success. When you're successful, they're going to jump into all those little things, jealousy, like they're going to jump into all of that stuff. So the greatest form of revenge is success. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Do whatever, here's my next tip, glitter. Do whatever lights you up. And my podcast buddy has this great little saying, and I've got it, a little post-it note on there beside my computer. And it says, is this good for me? Is this good for others? And do I want to? Now, if all three are a heck yes, then do it. If there's one, is it good for me? Yes. Is it good for others? No. Do I want to do it? Yeah. Then it's a no. Make sure all three are a yes, a heck yes, woo, whatever it is. So do what lights you up. If someone's asking you to do something, or you're doing something you don't want to do, or whatever it is, do what lights you up. And I'm really insistent on that, because if you don't, you're going to have physical, medical symptoms that come in, or there's going to be things that are going to come into your life to take you back to your purpose. Your purpose is things that light you up. That's it. Your purpose is things that light you up. So is it good for me? Is it good for others? And do I want to? They're the three there. One of my things is, I say this often, I think I'm repeating the same stuff each week, is you are human. This is people's human nature to try and take other people down. We say, with women, we say if you've got a crown, go up and adjust that woman's crown. Don't try and pull it off her hair. Don't try and take it down. Like, you don't need to do this for females. This is everybody. You're human nature. People get jealous. Don't take it personally. Envy is ugly, just as much as jealousy. This is their stuff. Always keep yourself above the line. Even if it really drives you insane, you're like, I want to take them down because they're really horrible, horrible, horrible people, and they've done this to 10 other people and I'm not going to do it. Like, rise above that line. Rise above that line. Don't fight a-hole with a-hole. It's just, truly, it's not worth it. It's about sitting in your heart, which takes me to my favorite tip, and that is gratitude. By putting it in your heart, you're going to have this realization that you're thankful that you see the light in them, not the darkness, the light. Be thankful that you see the light, and be thankful that you can make your own decisions in what's important to you. Like that's all there is right here, right now. Be thankful that you have this experience going on around you, because you don't have to go below the line. You don't have to stoop to them. Just stay on track. Do whatever lights you up. You're going to be rewarded in ways that are fulfilling to you, not the ways that are fulfilling to them. So I think I went quite fast. I don't think I slowed my words down as I talked about that. And we talked about how to handle people who try and drag you down. This is Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist. If you liked today, I'd love to know if you liked today. I would love to know what you thought of it in the comments. Put it in the comments or private message me. I'm just a message away. When people try and drag you down, I can definitely give you a quick 5-minute convo if you're not hearing or not implementing any of these tips. But I can tell you with certainty, if you implement these tips, you're going to be a different person. You're going to be a more inspired person. You're going to be a more alive person. You're actually going to love life a lot more if you do these tips that I've given you. I'm just a message away. If you like this, the next step is comment and let me know what you thought. This is Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist, signing off today. Thank you very much, my glitzy nails. I appreciate you coming here to see us. Thanks. Bye.